Okay, good morning and welcome to this next video on 1984 by George Orwell. If you've not already watched the first video, just go back and watch that and you'll have me reading through and setting you a little task as well. So let's get into what we're doing today. Today we're going to be answering this question that we can see here. Focus this part of your answer on the second half of the source from line 28 to the end. The student, having read the section of the text, said the writer skillfully conveys the bleakness of the flat and the street outside, and makes it feel as if you are actually in Winston's apartment looking out of the window with him. So this is like a paper 1 question 4 question. Well, it is a paper 1 question 4 question. And the real trick to doing these questions is to split this statement in half. So let me read that again and see if you can work out where we should split this in half, because it's actually asking us two things, not one. The writer skillfully conveys the bleakness of the flat and the street outside, and makes it feel as if you are actually in Winston's apartment looking out of the window with him. Pause the video here, have a think, where should I split this in half? Now that we've done that, I will show you. I'm going to use a highlighter to do this, or actually I'm going to use two highlighters. The writer skillfully conveys the bleakness of the flat and the street outside is one part. After that, it's asking us to do something else. Makes it feel as if you are actually in Winston's apartment looking out of the window with him is the second part of that statement. And we're looking at line 28 to the end. So let's go through from line 28 to the end and we'll find out where the bits are that agree or disagree with this statement. So in yellow, I'm going to look for the bleakness of the flat and the street outside. In green, I'm going to look for makes it feel as if you are actually in Winston's apartment looking out of the window with him. Let's start with yellow, I think. His face naturally sanguine, his skin roughened by coarse soap and blunt razor blades at the cold the winter has just ended. Bleakness of the flat and street outside. I think the cold of the winter that has just ended is the bleakness of the flat and the world outside. Through every shut window pane the world looked cold. Down in the street little eddies of wind were whirling dust and torn paper into spirals. Not the best at highlighting. The sun was shining and the sky was a harsh blue. There seemed to be no colour in everything. Except the posters that were plastered everywhere. The black mustachioed face gazed down from every commanding corner. There was one on the house front immediately opposite. Big Brother is watching you, the caption said, while the dark eyes looked deep into Winston's own. This looking into someone's eyes and making them feel scared, I think that links to the second part of the statement. Down at street level, another poster, torn at one corner, flapped fitfully in the wind. I think we can go back to our yellow there. In the far distance, a helicopter skimmed down between the roofs, hovered for an instant like a bluebottle, and darted away again with a curving flight. It was the police patrol, snooping into people's windows. Police patrol, snooping into people's windows. I feel like I'm there with him as I see that. Patrols did not matter, however. Only the thought police mattered. And I think that might be, again, linking to that green part of the statement. Okay, so I've gone through and I've made my choices. What I now need to do is link the yellow to the yellow and the green to the green. So if I just pick myself a pen, if I go for one of my yellow statements, do I agree with this student statement? The writer skillfully conveys the bleakness of the flat and the street outside. Cold of the winter that has just ended. Yes. The world looked cold. Yes. The wind was whirling and dust. Yes. There's no colour in anything. Yes. Down at street level, another poster torn at one corner, flapped fitfully in the wind, alternately covering and uncovering the single word insock. Yes. So it turns out I feel like I agree with this part of the statement. Second part. Makes it feel as if you are actually in Winston's apartment looking out of the window with him. Let's look at my green. There's a big poster staring down at me. Do I feel? Yeah, I think I do. There's a helicopter skimming down and it hovers and then it darts away again in this little simile. Yes. The police patrol, snooping in people's windows. Do I feel like I'm there? Yes. Only the thought police mattered. Yes. So it looks like I agree with both parts of this statement. Now, it says to spend 20 minutes roughly writing this, and that's what I'd like you to have a go at. I want to be thinking about writing an introduction, which might look like I agree with the first part, and then put that first part of the statement in, and I agree with the second part. And then put that part of the statement in. Then I want to pick out my ideas. So if I look at my yellow ideas, I can see that the world is bleak and cold. I can see that there's, rubble. Everything is quite untidy, dirty. Then if we look in green, this is quite creepy. It's unnerving. And there's this very sort of dystopian feel. That's how I would describe that. And then I'd pop my ideas in. So that's my thesis statement taken care of. And then paragraph 1, talk about my first idea and why I agree. Paragraph 2, second idea, why I agree. Third idea, put the idea in, why do you agree? And in that, we're just going to follow that what, how, and why method. Okay, hopefully that was nice and clear and lovely explained for you. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay safe. Speak soon.